Alright, it's on.
Okay, so there's a lot of talk about Vayne. What's that? A lot?
A lot?
What were you laughing?
What? No, I'm just stretching.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of talk about Vayne, and people are defending them. Like a diamond to Vayne meme, die hard Vayne meme, and a lot of people don't realize why she's overpowered. And in fact, they're just saying no. Other 80 carries need buffs, but they don't realize that Vayne's kit and numbers are very dumb, and that's why she's overpowered. And when people compare her to other quote weak 80 carries, it's wrong. So first off, let's go over her passive, which Allie did a very good job, right? Experimenting,
But,
experimenting with it. Remember?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So her passive is 30 moon speed, and the range on it is very huge. And when she ults, you get 90 moon speed, so it's tripled. So can you explain it, please?
Well, I think the range is too big, actually, because if you actually go and game a mouse over it, it's really fucking huge. So that could be lowered a bit, but I mean, if they don't lower it, then they should make her movement speed, she should gain 20, and the tripled should just be 60 instead of 90. So it would go 20, 40, 60 instead of 30, 60, 90, because that's a lot of movement speed. Um, and another thing is when she loses vision of people, she shouldn't have keep the bonus movement speed for 2 whole seconds.
Two.
Yeah, that's 2 whole seconds, and 2 seconds is a lot in League of Legends. People think 2 seconds isn't a lot,
It very much
but
means if you try
it
to
is.
run away and like flash over a wall or into a bush, oh, it doesn't matter. She's gonna get you,
Yeah, she keeps movement speed
especially with
for
her
two
ult.
whole seconds.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, that's bullshit. But yeah, wait, her Q, wait, she does have a big mana pool like compared to Lucian. It's not that much bigger, but the fact that she only needs to really use two spells in lane, and the other one being a very situational spell to use, and a lot of people don't even use it right. Like 90% of the time I see it, it's just dumb to even use it. So her only spell you use is Q, Tumble, and it's a 30 mana spell at all ranks. The cooldown's extremely low, and also got buffed. And a lot of people think that buff isn't too big of a deal, but every second counts, every nanosecond counts. So it's quite a big buff. And much recall it. I really don't like that it scales off just bonus. No, it does. It scales off AD, but it does bonus physical damage. But the fact that it's flat AD means that she doesn't need to build, IE, Bloodthirster, Last Whisper early on to do a ton of damage. Because if you compare it to Lucian, it's bonus AD. So that means he needs to actually build AD. Lucian can't go off and build a, let's say, Blade of the Rune King Triforce build because it gives absolute shit AD. He needs to build. Yep, like he would do really good with. That's why he's what's it called? Duelist Blade is really good on him. Only if you're ahead though. But besides that, you would just get like IE Shiv into Bloodthirster Last Whisper. It's because you need that heavy AD. Meanwhile, Vayne is the only AD carry where you don't actually need heavy AD to make your primary spell do a ton of damage. And she actually has very good AD compared to Lucian, 53 to 109. And Lucian is, where is it? 52 to 103. And sure, it's only 6 points, 6 points of AD, but it's actually a big deal. So going back to her tumble, first off, it used to cost, I believe, 40 mana before, and also the fact that it's 1 second stealth at all ranks is pretty bullshit. Because, what?
No, it's true.
Yeah, it is bullshit. Because I don't get how an AD carry having a 1 second stealth that early on in the game, and at that point in the game, her Q is on a 4 second cooldown. It's about to be 3. So, I think that's bullshit. And whatchamacallit? I've never seen a Vayne run CDR runes. I wonder that would probably be really good. Just spam your stealth and just auto. But
Yeah,
yeah,
more cancer.
but besides that, she's the only AD carry that can rush Blade of the Rune King. Besides Tristana, although nowadays Tristana does not rush Blade of the Rune King just because Zekies exists, in which the IE into Fan Dancer build is very strong because she hits her weakness of her mid game zero power isn't there anymore because of
Yep.
Viki's. Yeah, and so there's absolutely no reason to build Blade of the Rune King and Tristana anymore. So now she's the only AD carry, like literally the only AD carry in the entire game that can get away with building a Blade of the Rune King Phantom Dancer. And these two items, well, one, Blade of the Rune King's active will kite anyone if they try to duel you because you can use it, stealth, cloak, and then just kite them, like go in an odd direction, the opposite direction they're going because they think you're going this way. And they pretty much will never get you because of the active. And what's we call it? Phantom Dancer, if there's say a minion wave, you won't get creep block. And it's the wait, no, Shiv is actually faster than Phantom Dancer in terms of movement speed, but still, the no creep block is overpowered in terms of being able to rush it that early. And since you rush it so early, it's early. Well, it's like mid early game, so chances are you're going to fight people in lanes in which creep block is very relevant. So makes her quite strong. And the fact that she has so much attack speed makes her Q shoot off faster, which means a lower cooldown, sort of like Rek'Sai, except not really. It's sort of just because it's only the first hit instead of 3 hits. It also makes her W do more damage. Like the fact it also does a flat amount of damage on top of the percent, like because people will say, "Oh, Vayne's so strong only because of high HP targets," but the fact is that it does a flat amount of damage, 60 damage, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So that's already a fuck ton of damage for every like 1.5 seconds if when she has those 2 items and Berserker Greaves. And 8% max HP, which is Elise's Q pretty much, but it's not reduced. Like, people need to realize that 8% max health, no matter the HP you are, when it's not reduced, aka true damage, that's a fuck ton of damage. People really underestimate. I remember back when I played Zac, people would always say, "Why do you max your W?" People really underestimate how much 1 point of W, that 1% more or the 2% more, whatever, does. But the thing is that it was strong before, but it's not true damage, and this is true damage. So the fact that she can just build a Blade of the Rune King Phantom Dancer and no armor pen and get away with it is fucking dumb. Don't you agree, Allie?
Yeah, I
Yep.
do.
And did I say that her W can life? I swear it's still both life steals. I swear to God, it life steals, which is this is I can find out. I'm like 100% sure.
I believe so.
Well, it doesn't say here really. I don't think. I'm lazy read rest, but I'm pretty sure it does because I always notice Vayne's heal more, but it could be just Q. But regardless, even if it didn't, it's still broken. And let's go to her E. Her E is a spell that you don't need to rank up at all. I would honestly, they should do with her E is make it cost a fuck ton of mana until you max it, because the fact that it's 90 mana all ranks is very, what's it called, strong, and it's very forgiving because you don't need to max it. It does a 1.5 second stun at all ranks, which is broken. What's an AD carry that's a stun? No one.
No.
You can only say like Tristana in a way that it causes them not to auto because you knock them back. Although maybe they can auto when you knock them back. I have no idea. I don't play enough Tristana, but still, it's a stun. Fucking broken. Also, it can help with, let's say someone's chasing you. You Blade the Rune King. Let's say you are Tumble Juke to escape and go in an odd direction. They flash onto you. Just condemn. Oh, that's the end. You can't get her. Like, it's so bullshit. She's a very forgiving champion, and her ult just screams Riven. They even tried to make her mana cost on her ult Riven because it's always 80 mana. What kind of ult is 80 mana at all ranks? Like, I don't know. What?
That's really, it's cheap.
Yeah, it's bullshit. And what's it called? It's 185.70. Duration 8, 12, 10, 12. I actually wonder.
All of her spells are just flat mana cost. They don't change with level either. So.
Let's look. I want to see if it's actually the same as Riven. I have no idea how long Riven's ult is. Oh no! Wow, whoa, Riven's broken for 15 seconds at all rings. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit. That's a fucking easy champion right there. I didn't know. I thought it's scaled. Holy shit, that's broken. What? I didn't know she was that broken.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh well. Oh yeah, that's 15 seconds. That's just steroids. So she gets 30, 50, 70 AD, which enhances her Q damage. What?
You said enhancers.
Well, okay, I actually thought I did. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just crazy. I was like, did I do that? Okay, shut. I'm crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
That's why I love you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So, her ult makes her Q hit harder, and her ult is also really short, so pretty much, even in lane, I don't get why Riot doesn't follow the philosophy of, not having an ult when you get back to lane, so you actually have a time to kill them. It's sort of like summoners, where if you die to mid lane and they have ignite and they ignited you, well, if you didn't ignite them, you could actually go back and kill them because they have no ignite. And not many people make use of that and they rage ignite if they're about to die, which is wrong. Rage ignite.
Yeah. The
So
rage flash too.
yes, rage flash.
That's
Like
too,
rage flash, where
too awesome.
they flash on top of themselves.
Well, that and they also flash when they die anyways. Like
Yes.
like the last auto's about to kill them and
It's
they
more
flash.
funny when they're stunned for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, and then they
And then,
flash.
and then they flash and die.
Or they're slow too. Like and they move like literally just like a centimeter. It's hilarious.
Or they get hit by a nid spirit, then they flash and then they get pounced on dying.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Alright, continue.
Okay, so her ult being 80 mana all ranks, which means that there's really never a situation because of her Q cost. They'll always have mana for ult. I've never seen a Vayne go out of mana. I've never seen it. It's a most rare occurrence. If you were to give me a picture saying, "Wow, this Vayne's out of mana," I'd be like, "This is a fake picture." Yeah, and so I mean that's really all I have to say. Is I don't know why it's 80 mana. It should be 100 mana all ranks. It should be like 20 seconds higher on all 20 sec. It should be at least 20 seconds higher on an early level, at least. But the fact that her kit works too well together compared to other AD carries, especially with the Fam Dancer buff and the Blade of Rune King buffs. She's just been off the hook. No one ever says, "Oh, Vayne's strong," because Fam Dancer got 5% crit more, and also Blade of Rune King got buffed a lot recently. And also, the one thing we actually didn't cover yet is the fact that all you have to do with her is auto attack. That's the
Yeah.
whole champion. And sure, people say, "Well, you need a kite." Well, isn't every AD carry you have to kite? And saying, "Well, you need a Q in the right direction." Well, isn't most AD carries is you have to dash in the right direction? So I don't get it. But it doesn't make sense. The thing with Vayne is that it's such a low cooldown dash that you can pretty much escape anything as long as you play smart.
And it's 30 mana, it's free.
Yeah, and she can build something like early Quicksilver Sash and get away with it because she doesn't need to build damage to get damage after 2 items. She just builds full tank Vayne. It doesn't fucking matter. What else was going to be? Oh yeah, and that's why also champion like Caitlyn's gonna be overpowered as fuck next match because all she is an auto attack champion. Champions like Lucian and Corki aren't actually picked because people can't use their spells correctly. And I don't know, I don't even know why Corki's got to stop playing. They barely nerfed his ult, but I guess people suck. And this placebo effect.
Yes.
Yep. That's really it. This is a very easy champion. It's an auto attack champion, and that's sort of why Jinx is also popular, just because most of the time it's just rocket people in the face. But it's really funny because even in Diamond Elo, in Masters and Challenger, people stay in rocket all the time in melee range because they are brain dead. Like Vayne, it's really funny because every time I ban Vayne, there's always some kind of Vayne name on the enemy team that wanted to pick Vayne, and they pick Jinx.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, what a fucking faggot. Yep. So yeah, that's all we all had to help out, right, Princess?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Bye, right? Bye, bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye, bye. Oh, say it again. Do it.
Again?
Yeah, bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.